Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as promised, is going to be the removal of my tips that I use the air dry glue on. Now I did use a peel base for the blue polish I had on top, like a gel peel base, but when I went to go peel them up on the edges, as you see, I noticed that the pinky was lifting, so I just figured if one is lifting, let's go ahead and try this press off. Let's try this press off out and use it on some air dry nails that are just kind of, some of them are stuck on there, like that thumb was stuck like good, but the only ones that really came off super easy were my pinky and my ring finger. But I wanted to show y'all the process that I do with this press off. Now the pinky was so lifted I didn't really need to put any on there because, like I was saying, that's the one that was lifting. I don't like to leave my nails on, especially with air dry glue. If I get any kind of lifting, I like to just go ahead and take them off. But this glue lasted me about 6 strong days, and I went to the pool. I had an entire pool day. I spent about 3.5 hours straight in the pool with my kids, and then I had wet bathing suits, helping them out with that. And I had a whole bunch of stuff I did. I did hair washes, I did dishes with no gloves, just to test this air dry glue out. And I feel like it would have stuck a little bit longer had I not had rubber base on my nails. So I'm just like in love with this glue. So if y'all need a good air dry glue that's not like super thick, but also with a remover that will make it come off easier, I would suggest getting the Sundara air dry glue, because I've tried a bunch of them and I've had no luck, but this glue is really good and this press off is just amazing. So I'm just kind of showing my process. What you want to do with the press off is you just want to kind of take the orange wood stick and break the seal at the edges, sidewall and the cuticle area, and you just want to get some of that press off down in there. Now these nails have been on for a little bit. My nails grow really fast, so after about a week they're ready for a fill. So I have a really hard time leaving nails on longer than a week, just because I really don't like to watch the grow out. Like, it's not a lot, but it's enough for me to know that I need a fill. And when I was younger and I got my nails done at the salon, I would go to the salon every week. So I was spending so much money just to go every week. And they're like, it's not that bad. I'm like, but I like them to look fresh all the time. So figured it was time to go ahead and take these off, let y'all see how easy it is to do that. Now, with the press off, you're breaking your edges, you're breaking your seal a little bit, and then I'd like to just leave like the cuticle stick kind of in there to give it like a little bit of lifting up so that the press off can seep in there. I also like to put the press off underneath the nail so that any glue that's like at the free edge can start to dissolve as well. I'm also super duper impatient when it comes to taking my nails off, though I don't like to rip them off because obviously that's not good for your nails. So sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than I would like for them to come off, but the product does work if you just like put it on, let it sit. That's what I'm doing. I sped up the video. So I do, after I put the press off on, I just kind of let it sit for a little bit. Now, if you want to let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes and then go back and do it, for the ones that are really stuck, that's what I suggest doing. Like for this thumb, I ended up not recording the rest of it because I thought I hit record, but obviously I didn't. You just get to see part of me doing the thumb, but this thumb was not budging. This sucker wanted to stay on, but I still got it off. It only took me, I let the press off sit on my nails for about 3 to 5 minutes. So there with that little time lapse, I let it sit for about 3 minutes, and we have a little bit more working off. And it doesn't really take long for this to work, and it's got the cuticle oil in it, stuff that's good for your nails. So, I mean, it's healthy for your nails. It's good that you're not ripping them off. It helps the glue. Now, this coming off is the rubber base. I think that's also why the thumb did not want to come off, because it was stuck to the rubber base because I prepped my nails too well. So the next time I think I'm going to use the air dry glue, I'm going to put it on my natural nails, which I never do because I am terrified of ripping a nail off and it taking my whole natural nail with it. So I'm scared to do that. But I probably will have to get a better result. All right. So I got the index finger wanting to almost come off. The index finger was on really good. I was surprised because that's usually my problem finger. If I have a nail that's going to come off first, it's usually going to be my index finger just because it gives me all the problems. Just all the problems. Now this thumb though, I do know that Carolynette says that the thumb is a little bit harder to get off anyway just because it's like a bigger nail. There's more glue on the surface area and all the things like that, but it does come off, everything works, and I don't damage my nails in the process. So after I get all of the nails off, also off camera, what I'll do is I will put the magic gel remover on my nails and I will let it sit for about 3 minutes or so, and then I'll just scrape the rest of the rubber base off that hasn't come off with this process. So I will have all of my nails completely with nothing on them, just so that they're ready to go for a fresh new set of everything. I mean, that's just what I like to do. It's kept my nails healthy, kept them strong when I don't have anything on them. I usually do a fill of the rubber base, but I think I'm going to try to start growing out my nails underneath of them. But I tried to record as much of the thumb as I could, but I ended up just having to put the press off underneath and just kind of let it sit for about 5 minutes and then come back and I was able to peel it right off. But I went ahead and I took care of that thumb off camera. I went ahead and used the press off for the rest of it, like I'm showing you here. I just let that last bit sit. And then I use the magic gel remover to just get that last little bit off. And here are my natural nails. They have nothing on them. I keep them super short so that the tips fit really well. I do have like a longer like cuticle hyponychium area, so that's why they look a little bit off sometimes. But this combo gets all of the gel, all of the tips, everything off my nails. The press off only works for air dry glue, just a disclaimer as well. But I will have the link to these in the description box if y'all are interested in them. I really hope y'all enjoyed this removal video. I do have one with the sticky tabs and the press off if you'd like to check that out as well. But that is all for today, and I will catch y'all in the next video.